Good morning, everybody. This is our astrology weather forecast for July 20th, 2025. And we have got the moon in Gemini today. Mostly good aspects. We have a sesquiquadrate between Venus and Pluto, and Mars is the south node. Those are the two main things that are going on. So Venus-Pluto sesquiquadrates, it's a hard aspect. That has us looking at love versus power. We tend to get them mixed up when Venus and Pluto are mixing in difficult aspects. We're figuring out how to have what we want without asserting improper control or tactics or using measures where we have an agenda that is getting in the way of actually cooperating or aligning or safety, security, all the good stuff that we want. Venus is what we want, and it's social activity, it's money, it's romantic activity, it's what we prefer. And so we're looking at how is the way that we position ourselves or the way that we try to get something preventing us from feeling like we are satisfied. We've met our end. See, when Venus Pluto are involved with each other, the lesson is the more you try to use power or control in inappropriate ways, the more you will lose, and the more it will contribute to a feeling of poverty, inner and outer. The other thing we're looking at today is Mars at the South Node. This is a lot of collective letting go of inappropriate ways of seeking defense or trying to protect ourselves. Mars is the armor, and it's coming to the South Node. This is letting go. This is a karmic clearing that we see as a world trend. It also is a major turning point in the journey of the divine masculine. The masculine figures that are called to transform out of toxic masculinity and come into wholeness and healedness and really be able to be an exemplary, or what is the word? An example of, warm, safe, healed, whole, divine masculinity. So there's a lot of us looking at toxic patterns that are related to our more infantile libido nature, and letting a lot of that go and coming into a better experience of masculinity, whether or not you're a man or a woman or a feminine or a masculine figure. We all have a feminine and a masculine side. And there's a collective motion right now to let go of what's toxic, what is immature, what is not serving us anymore in terms of really being able to pursue and successfully get the object of our desire. Venus is the object of our desire. Mars is how we act on that and pursue it and get things. Venus is what we want. Mars is the passion that it takes to pursue and get that. So it's an interesting day because we have both feminine shedding and letting go and transforming out of disempowering patterns or behaviors that on the surface seem like they're empowering. But when you look deeper, it's a misuse of seductive power. It's a misuse of femininity. And then we're also getting rid of, shedding, repenting for. And that's often what we do at the South Node when we let stuff go. So we go through a bit of a life review. Our conscience is very much found in that letting go process. And we let go of the meathead side of ourselves, the side that doesn't learn. You know, that thick-headed, the thick-headed armor that we're clothed in. So step out of that suit of defense that is just not, it doesn't fit right anymore. And come in to a more mature use of our sexual power, our seductive power, the power to go after what it is that we want, that will enrich our life in a material way, in a physical way. And that includes money, resources, relationships. All right. Have a great day.